Today I'm critiquing Tana Mongeau's $27.5 million Maui vacation rental and then giving it an Arvin score at the end of the video. So if you ever decide to buy, remodel, or design a vacation home for yourself, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the How to Buy a Mansion guy. Let's watch this video together.
Hi guys, it's Tana Mongeau. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. I feel like every time, also this is Amari. Hi y'all. But like you knew that, you know what I mean?
She looks just like Britney Spears, doesn't she? Okay, let's talk about the location. Beautiful state of Hawaii, my favorite island, Maui. You're in a town called Kaanapali, okay? Now here's what you need to know about this spot. Very close to the airport still. You've got the hotel, you've got shops, beautiful beaches, but you're channeled right between Lanai and Molokai. And that channel could invite some wind over there. If you pay attention, you see some windmills going that direction. That's the only downfall. It's still considered pretty prestigious. I would rate it around like a second tier or third tier.
So here we have the entryway, and one thing I really like about this is it's unassuming.
People find out where we're staying, and I feel like that hasn't happened at all this trip.
It really hasn't. I also think people in Hawaii just are innately more respectful.
Yeah, that's actually
which is
so
nice.
true too.
There was a time that we were in Telluride, Colorado, in the middle of the snow, in the middle of a mountain. We all had altitude sickness, and these people found out where they were staying, and they were sending us threats and our own address, and we had to like escape to a hotel, and it was horrifying. Knock on wood. Beautiful teak. But yeah, I love a house that's unassuming from the road. I feel like our house where we live is like that.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It gets more and more opulent as you walk in.
Okay, it is unassuming from the front, and for good reasons, because this is a very long lot. By gating it from here, you create two yards. You have a backyard and you have a front yard that is completely gated and private. No one can look at the house and the front yard, and you get to use this area. It's important when it gets really windy, because you can actually use this internal courtyard, which comes across as it's actually your front yard, in times when it gets really windy, and the house kind of protects this area against the wind. So far so good. Increases the wow factor. It kind of gives you this storytelling setup, this anticipation to get to the house through this beautiful garden that we're about to see. Check this out.
And here it is.
Here we have the koi pond.
Oh, wait,
I almost feel like
there's
we
just
should.
one floating upside down.
And now we're back at the koi pond. Can we just leave in the original? We're trying to add in transitions, okay? Some people spend like 30 grand per fish. They're actually so expensive. It's so wild and self-preserving.
Good for the air.
Honestly, this little spot over here, I like to call it the backwood garden. This is where I've been smoking, obviously, because I'm not gonna smoke in the house. So, and like as I'm zooted, I'm like walking through the koi pond, taking in the environment.
Okay, let's talk about this internal or front yard, courtyard, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful. The fact that it's gated, you have this walkway going over this koi pond, it really distracts you from what the hell was going outside and creates this anticipation. The facade of the building is showing itself through these humongous windows. You can see probably the backyard, the swimming pool, maybe even the ocean, so you know what's coming. But it's cleansing, it's setting the mood, and it's awesome. What's not really cool is the architecture. The architecture is a bit dated. Now, this property is advertised as being $27.5 million, but in 2023, it was sold for $20,750,000. And from the pictures I've seen, it seems like they've only changed the roof, like they put a metal roof. The rest of the house looks almost identical.
So now, obviously, as we leave the koi pond and the backwood garden, like how insane. Okay, they would never say that on Selling Sunset. How else could I say that? How immensely grand are these beautiful doors?
They're grand, they're great. They even kind of look like they're your front door, but they're not, because there's a covered entrance on the right where you can enter, because it could be raining. Hawaii, a couple hours a day, it could be raining, but you know, when it's not, you could open this up and just have this indoor-outdoor flow on both sides, the wind going through the house, really live it up like that. But what's really ugly is the facade and the colors they've used. You see, they've committed to this metal roof, which is supposed to resemble an oxidized copper. It just doesn't, okay? It doesn't look authentic. But since you've committed to that, to fix this facade and look, you got to get rid of this beige stucco, okay? It's just not cutting it for me at all. And the white trim windows, horrible. They really take away the the natural, the island vibe and energy of the entire property. I think what would make this property much more beautiful if you work out that walnut, darker walnut wood facade along with beautiful dark charcoal lava stones, which is locally available in Hawaii. You can kind of make this property a lot more relaxing, a lot more vacation, shoulders down, chill, in tune with the location, and make it more dramatic. For me, this is like straight from the 1980s, like what the idea of a modern Hawaiian mansion should have been. It just doesn't do the location, doesn't do the grand volumes we're about to see any justice.
We have this little bench right here with pillow that says beach. Very Makoa. Ken's job is beach.
Not to mention, if you already can't tell how massive this house is, just listen to the echoes.
Echo! Wow.
No, pay attention to where the staircase is, okay? Brilliant. I love the fact that they haven't tried to make an architectural statement out of this, okay? Placing in the middle, blocking your view and grabbing your attention. Let your asset do the talking and sell itself, okay? They've tucked it to the side, out of the way, gets you upstairs, beautiful. I really like that.
So we're headed up the main staircase, which Makoa covered in balloons for me for my birthday, which was so sweet. When we're all on a group trip, obviously, we love doing a house together versus like hotel rooms because of the kiki, the hang, you know what I mean?
I think we should do mine because the outdoor shower is like funny.
I also have an outdoor shower.
Okay, had to flex on it real quick. I also have an outdoor shower. Okay, cool.
All right, the volume is fantastic. You got double height ceilings, right? What's really disappointing is the floors and also the fact that the ceiling, it's all covered with drywall. I mean, if you're definitely going for this darker look that I'm suggesting with lava stone and dark walnut on the exterior, you really want to light it up with the exposed beams, show off the ceiling, show that nature. It just looks like a regular home anywhere in America, white walls everywhere.
So when you go across the archway toward the vaulted ceilings, dual level, conversational,
sensational
balcony.
I like how they're making fun of real estate agents. All the bullshit we say.
This was Paige and Tori's room, but they left us today. They got in and got out fast, okay? Trevi and Ashley's room now.
Wow, you look amazing.
Thanks.
Cosmo Wanda, you ain't slick.
I love that she's in the closet in a hot pink matching set rubbing cream in. Like that's not even staged, that's just genuinely Ashley.
Okay, again, same thing. You got white shutters, white walls, and white ceiling. You could be in Walnut Creek Bay Area. There's like no warmth to this. And this property is actually pretty dynamic. It has this, you know, areas where it extends and it goes in, it goes out, it interacts with the lot, and it's not just a square shaped property. So you got to bring that outdoor elements on the inside. So when I'm suggesting to go with that lava walnut color on the exterior, you need to bring that in.
Same thing, you can peek over. I love some shit like this to just, if this was my room, I would have a sunglass on every square foot of this.
Filled. How many times have you seen this in your life?
I know, they're like everywhere. It's like, how do we fill a wall for cheap?
That was good. That was pretty good. Yeah, everyone does that. Again, the decor is 100% vacation rental, but I would rent this. I would. I don't care if my vacation rental is extremely bespoke finishes and everything. I'm counting the bedrooms. I'm counting the location. Is it kid friendly? Is it on the beach or not? Right? How many bedrooms you have? Parents next to their kids. And so far, this is a great family home where you could rent.
This balcony is insane. My room has a matching one. I don't know why I said that.
Cool.
Yeah. A glass of cigarette butts. Paige's mark was left.
Restoration Hardware day beds. Don't look it up.
Wait, there's and then this balcony overlooks all of the beach and all of the backyard. It's just so beautiful.
It is beautiful. You've got that lawn, you've got the ocean to back it up. The water is super clear. You see a glimpse of the swimming pool, but you have to look at that ugly green painted metal roof, which doesn't cut it for me. If you really want to go for this green color, you got to get it right. You got to get that rusted copper look, not just this color. It just looks fake and cheap. Now, there's really two primary bedrooms. There's another bedroom that mirrors this. Again, great for rental. So you get two families that are completely covered, great luxuries, equal bedrooms. No one is fighting over stuff. But then again, they're not really working it. The lot next door is empty, which is horrible for a rental or to purchase because somebody's going to build on this. For sure, you're going to go through 2-3 years of construction. You got to price that in when you're buying it or renting it. Otherwise, you're going to, get really bad reviews on the rental. And if you're trying to hide it with these screens, use nice wooden sliding lanterns. Like, make it look tropical, right? You're just not doing any of that stuff.
Here we clearly have Isabella's room, which is of course spotless. I'm not gonna lie, this is my, hi.
Push the button to activate.
It's not a bedroom, it's an office, okay? This is a rental. They're trying to increase the number of the bedrooms. This is technically an office with its own bathroom. Look at the doors. They're sliding doors to open up, but they've converted it, put a bed, and tried to make it count as a bedroom.
So walk with me this way to the primary bedroom.
The heart of the house.
The whole of the house. When you see the state
I
of
want to
this
see what your room looks like, actually.
My room looks like like, not the room itself, but like just, my things are everywhere. Okay, we have Lucy, we have White Fox.
You just walk in, you're like, Meg, what the f? You probably scared her.
No, actually, she's downstairs like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a little landing area where you're going to have your coffee machine, a wet bar to set yourself up before leaving, coming in the middle of the night. You're thirsty. Not bad. You get natural light coming from the side yard.
Okay, I guess we'll start here. Y'all already know what goes down in the heart of the house. McCall got me this little chicken for my birthday.
Wait, that's so cute.
He also got me this balloon. Look at this balloon. Wait.
You have an aura ring?
He got me an aura ring.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But look at this balloon. More excited than the aura ring. She's eating cake!
Okay, great volume for the rooms. Okay, the bedrooms are fantastic. They have all great size. Again, the only big problem here is the choice of art. There's no Hawaiian element on the inside. Again, I think this property, if you were trying to sell it, and I think they tried to sell it for $24 million at some point and they failed, you have to set it up and do all this stuff to fix it up. And that's bringing the outside energy in and also improving the outside energy, right? Like the facade is just so boring and so dated.
Is this yours?
McCall also got me that.
Coconut bra?
Yeah. We like to do weird.
Yeah. It ain't no Avatar, but it'll do.
Over here we have the same balcony as the other side, mirrored. Personally, I think my view is better. You can see all of the mountain range.
Did you notice the walkway? That's an issue, okay? Now, the good thing is that the swimming pool is perched up. So the public walkway, right, separating you from the beach is not yours, it's a public beach, is at least perched up. But you could have security issues, especially if you're famous, right? And then if you try to cover it, then you're covering your own beach, which doesn't work, and the city might not even allow that. So buying a beachfront property over here, if you're famous or a public figure, is not ideal. That's why a lot of celebrities step away, go on the hill to get that view in a gated community and have the privacy as well.
This is the bathroom. The bathroom is absolutely insane. This is where I like to keep various hot sauces, Dr. Pepper.
Oh my, that's posh.
I'm in the mirror like, it's Cholula.
Okay, super narrow, okay? Double vanity, but super narrow. But overall, the finishes, completely dated. For the location, for the lot size, extremely poor. To me, this is a gut renovation, inside and out. You need to do everything over again.
We have another bathroom with a bidet, in case you're trying to get real weird. I don't even know what that means. Here we have the closet, okay, which I've absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I feel like you still have quite a bit of stuff to wear.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I packed for 6 months in Hawaii. We have the shower, such a nice shower. I was in here the other day, just singing my little heart out. And now for my favorite part of this room, we have an outdoor shower. Oh, wow. I haven't used it yet, but I will be.
Okay, this is absolutely beautiful, and I wonder why developers are not incorporating this to, typical even single-family homes. I understand you can't do it on condos, but even average single-family homes anywhere in America, this is what everyone loves. I haven't met a single person who doesn't like outdoor showers if they get privacy. In this case, I think they gave it too much privacy because it would have been cool to be able to look at the koi pond from this angle. So if you could have maybe set up the shower a little farther back where from the bottom they would be able to only see your head, but you can completely look down and enjoy the views while you're, taking an outdoor shower.
Okay, now we're gonna take a really sped up clip like Selling Sunset, walking down to the living room. Ready? Phew. That was the fastest I've ever walked in my entire life ever. This is the main living space, which is just, I feel like this furniture and the way it's set up is so beautiful. And then these doors do the same thing as those doors. So you can literally open the house to be like a Hawaiian wind tunnel. It's actually insane.
Yeah, it actually is crazy.
Like just sitting here and it's so gorgeous. And what a cantankerous dining space.
Okay, I love the fact that your formal living space is very casual, indoor, outdoor, and it connects beautifully to the kitchen. In fact, pay attention to how central this kitchen is to the entire lower floor. Very functional for how grand and big it is.
The marvelous, unrivaled marble slab.
That we don't use to cook on.
At all. It's exhausting.
Breathtaking.
I love the location of the kitchen, but I don't like the kitchen at all. The weird shape of the island, there's no breakfast nook to connect it on this side, right? They should have incorporated that to be able to have a small seating arrangement next to the kitchen. It immediately steps outside and you can have an outdoor seating arrangement over there. But again, overall though, I like how central it is to the rest of the house.
We have the guest bath down here. Lovely little shower. We have arguably the most important room in the house. This is the Love Island USA Season 7 room. Clearly, as you can see, lived in.
Yeah, everyone's been playing games in here, which I don't know how, unless they were watching people play games, but I swear I saw them playing games earlier.
Brilliant. I love the location of this TV room. It's not really a movie theater. You could set it up a little bit more luxurious to give that like media room vibe to it, but the location again, I love the fact that you've tucked it in. Most likely you're going to be watching TV and stuff not during the day. So you could designate an area where you don't even have a window. So you can tuck it in over there. Let the other rooms breathe.
But yeah, we all crowd in here and we all watch Love Island and we scream at the TV, Amaya girl, I love you, okay? I was not tolerating Amaya slander recently. It's just not okay. We love Amaya Papaya. Look at this painting. This is so beautiful. I just feel like all of the like artwork and stuff all around the house. I'm like... Looks beautiful. This is the grand dining, nourishing space.
Archaic.
Okay, this is right across the formal living space. Did you notice that? Beautiful dining room, which again, it's on the other wing of the property, opens up to the backyard, and a humongous place.
This is my favorite room in the house. It's like a game and entertainment room, and we have a pool table. The boys have been playing a lot of pool. It's really cool because you can watch anything you want on this TV, and then you can open up these doors, and you can obviously see all the way out. Just what a beautiful view.
Brilliant. I didn't see this. This is great. So you have this little nook over here that opens up indoor, outdoor. If it's raining, you can come and play here. You can go outside, enjoy the pool. Beautiful. I love the indoor outdoor aspect of this property. Again, I think the layout, the scale of this property is fantastic. It just needs a complete renovation to really make it special.
And once you come outside, you have 9 bored people who are sick of our shit.
They all go inside.
Makoa, you are actually my soulmate. He's eating over the house. Show.
Better than just on a counter, on a plate, someone gotta wash it, like.
Not included with the home.
This is the lot I'm worried about, okay? That significantly impacts its value. Again, minimum 3 for a property that you can probably build a 12,000 square foot home over here. It would take you years to build it. And you're gonna have 2-3 years of a complete nonsense that you can't even rent, you can't even enjoy for a vacation, and you have to price that in. That's why I always recommend, if you're buying a property for your home vacation, doesn't matter, knock on the neighbor's door. The reason that the house might be for sale is because there's going to be construction next to it. It's happened so many times where someone buys it and, you know, a couple weeks later, you see construction starting right next to your property. Not ideal. Do your own research.
This is where I've been spending the majority of my time. Clearly, that looks so god awful, so embarrassing. Like, oh my, like what the fuck? Very lived in, okay? Peak UV laying out here, it's the perfect area. And then in here, oh my God. Looks fucking great. And I don't even want to hear in the comments, you guys leave the house trash. We clean up after we fucking leave, okay? But right now it's rented for us and it's lived in. It's lived in. This area is shaded and gorgeous to stay away from the sunlight. This yard is so beautiful. Like, turn around, look at that, like just that shot. And next door in your peaceful oasis, you have a family with 19 screaming children.
Okay, let's talk about side setbacks. As amazing as this lot is, and I'm going to rate it at the end of the video, your side setbacks are horrible. You're right on the property line. So you have all that length, and they did a great job utilizing it. Remember, they gated it, they created a courtyard up front, very usable backyard, and then you have a perched up outdoor landscaping up elevation for the swimming pool that, you don't get the people walking by the beach would be able to see you clearly. And then you have a step down lawn that you could utilize for playing whatever, outdoor volleyball, a little putting green if you want to use it, and then get to the beach. That part of it is amazing. The side setbacks are horrible.
Now let's go look at this beautiful beach to end this gorgeous video. Oh, period, Amari. I was about to hop in and have one of these inside my putt.
You hear the waves crashing? Breathtaking. Overall, you already feel lucky going on a trip to somewhere as beautiful as Maui and like having access to the beach, but having direct access to the beach is a whole different type of lucky in the way it feels and stuff. Like just being able to walk down to the beach, walk up, shower, like it's just the craziest thing ever.
I agree. Being on the beach is a different level. Having said that, if you find a beach or a topography where the only way to get to that beach is your property, just because of the landscaping and the rocks and the cliffs, and tourists or locals can only access that via boat, most likely no one's going to access that beach. And that property on that beach where it technically doesn't have a private beach, but it does, would be most expensive than any other property. The fact that there is a walkway here is just a negative, and it comes with most properties in Maui as the beaches are public. Now, let's give it an Arvin score. But before I do that, people make mistakes when they buy vacation homes. Why? Because they don't know the area. They get excited. They're in a good mood. They're emotional. They meet a very charming selling sunset, real estate agent. They put a deposit, and before they know it, they've overcommitted to a property. If you want a professional to look at the property at the 10 factors of principle that I'm about to mention right now and give you an unbiased opinion and help you, even if you purchase it for 12 months of renovation and help, I would love to be that guide for you. Click over here. You can apply for the inner circle. If we're a right fit, I would love to help you and work on a project together. Okay, location. I already told you guys all about the location you needed to know. I give it an 8. Fantastic location, not the best. Lot quality. You got an acre flat. The dimensions are not ideal. It's a little too long. I'm going to give it an 8.5. Lot utilization. I love the frontage. It's gated. People can park the car. They can't even see the facade of the building. And then that walkway to the front of the house is like a private driveway for pedestrian. It's storytelling. Front yard is usable, beautiful, sets the mood. And then you have a huge backyard that leads up to the beach. Amazing. But as good as those things are, your side setbacks are just horrible. And that's just really, really weak. I have to give it a 7.5. Privacy. You're very close to your neighbors. On the front side, beautiful. You're just completely private. No one can even see the facade of the building. On the back side, completely exposed to that walkway. And it's a lot of hotels. And the hotels over here are not necessarily really high end compared to, Wailea. I have to give it a 6. Lot orientation, dead center west facing. I would have normally given it a 7, but I'm going to give it a 7.5, and I will tell you guys why. On a vacation home, you're not going to wake up in the morning to see the sunrise, but that sunset is every night is an occasion, right? The sun setting on the water or behind the island of Lanai is going to look beautiful for a vacation home. Really, really good. It's going to get a 7.5. Architectural style, horrendous. It's just horrible. As a rental, I would rent it because it's functional, it's on the beach, but as having a pride of ownership, none, right? I'd rather sleep on the sand than inside the property. Having said that, to me, it's an easy fix. Right now, I give it a 3.54. I think it could easily be an 8, 8.5. Views. You get the ocean view and the beach is really nice, but you also get your beautiful backyard before it. It frames it well. I'm going to give it an 8.5. Layout, fantastic wow factor as soon as you walk in. Great bedroom distribution. Kitchen is central. Your TV room was tucked away. Beautiful. I love the layout of this house. It really works. You don't need to change much about it at all. I'm going to give it a 9. Scale and volume, really, really good. The grand entrance, double height ceiling. The rooms were proportional. They went for quality instead of quantity, and I like that. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 9. Finishes, very dated. Very dated and not even in a vacation vibe and energy. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 5. Now, here's the Arvin score. If you want to see another vacation home that is really, really beautiful, watch this video. If you want to join the inner circle, application is below. And I will see you guys in the comments. Thanks for watching.